fantastic and spectacular at the same time. Spectacular. We did it. Now, let's get ready for game 6. We enjoyed the game last night, but let's get ready for game 6. Ain't no tricks in 2026. The Knicks and the Knicks fans are getting ready for game 6. I can tell you like this. There's no celebration until we do it the right way. Take the 4 wins. Then you celebrate for one day and you get ready for the next team. We're not going to know who the next team is because Boston having problems with the Sixers and Sixers showing some grit with Embiid back. Um, Detroit, number 1 seed, they're young, aggressive, but they play dirty. So they probably play clean. They probably be winning. But they found another dirty team to play with. Atlanta's dirty too. So they got 2 aggressive, dirty teams, and Detroit don't know how to handle that. See, they know how to dish it out. They don't know how to take it. But let's talk about our Knicks. We did it. Carl Anthony Towns, the ball up in the air, looking down on everybody with the ill passes. You know what I'm saying? That's why we said pass it to the cat. And when he made that face, he looked like a cat. Thundercat. And you got 2 Jersey boys leading the playoffs. Cat from Jersey, Jalen from Jersey. And that's why, Jalen had the ego. The tri-state, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, we got these egos. That's why Coach Brunson had to check player Brunson because no one was able to check him. You know our attitudes from where we from. We always ready to clap. Well, finally, we woke him up because you're a great player. We know you are, and you was just messing up. I don't care how much we like you. We're gonna hold you accountable. We're not gonna just let you keep losing every game, disrespecting, our money, our time. So we like you, love you, but you got to play, baby. This the playoffs. Y'all not getting paid all this money and gonna just make us look sorry. No, we're gonna hold you accountable. And all the people talking about, oh, the Knicks fans now, oh, y'all owe Jalen an apology. No, we don't. He owe us one for not playing well. You only got 15, 16 games in the playoffs and you can't play well, all of them? Come on, man. We supposed to let them have it. We supposed to let them know. Like what's that? T.I. new song? Let them know. Shoot, we let them know last night. Let them know. Let them know. So we go out to ATL. Let them know. We gotta let them know, baby. We got to let them know, because if not, we don't win a game 7 at the Garden. It's no guarantees. We got to handle our business on game 6 in the A. We got to let them know. We got to let them know. Keep your foot on the gas starting first quarter. We got bow. We got pop them in the mouth the first quarter, y'all. This your girl Champagne letting you know. We got to hit them in the mouth the first quarter. First quarter. See how that worked last night? First quarter. Bow. Right in the mouth. Like your mama, your grandma told you. He hit you. Bow. We hit him in the mouth and they couldn't even get up no more. That's how you play. Coach Brown did a better job because the fans got on him. We letting you know you're not going to just hang out here. We'll get rid of you in the playoffs. If you don't want to coach, get out of here. You see he upped the game. He found how to make his adjustments. We're not playing. We get on coaches. We get on owners. We get on fans. We get on players. Listen, just play your game. We paying you. Yes, we are paying you. Every fan who put their money up for their app, for their TV app, for their phone app, and for the tickets, and for everything they do to come to your game. We are part of your income. So we do have a right to speak up, especially the ones that's grinding to pay the bills that we don't have money for just to watch our favorite team. You know what I mean? So when you go out and play, if you knock them in the mouth on the first quarter, you don't have to play catch up. We keep playing catch up And that's what making us tired, and we can't win the game, and then we're not thinking straight. It's like a child so sleepy, been up, and you want them to go to school, do homework, don't want to feed them. Listen, you got to eat right. You got to get your proper rest. You got to soak your body in the proper water and the Epsom salt and all that, because it's all a factor. It plays a major factor how you're going to come out and play 4 quarters. And most of you don't play the whole 4 quarters. You playing 35, 20 minutes, 6 minutes, and y'all be playing like those minutes are killing y'all. Listen, this is the playoff. You should never be tired. Because if it went to overtime and if 4 of y'all fouled out, the bench got to hold us down. So the bench got to be ready. There's no hanging out. There's no drinking. Not no liquor. You could do that after the season. Because the liquor tears your body up. It tears your mind up. It messes up your thinking. You know what I'm saying? So last night game was very special to us. I'm going to speak for me. It was very special to me because I was nervous. I was like, how they going to approach this after all? Boy, the fans was tearing up Brown, tearing up Jalen. Coach Brunson was tearing up his player's son. We needed all of that because sometimes that's like your mama, your papa whooping your ass because you acting up in school. I bet you when you go back to your class, you acting right, right? So we had to give that whooping to them because they wasn't acting right. So it's like parents. The fans are like the parents. You better act right or I'm coming to that school with that belt and I'm going to whip your butt. And that's how we do. The tri-state, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and don't forget worldwide because we all over the place. Every stadium we in there 2,000 deep, 2,200 deep, 500 deep. Just wear your Knick gear and wave them in the air. We are in here supporting you. So all we ask for you to play hard, play smart, and play to win. We got your back. We do. All cultures there. We are fans together. We're sorority. And I enjoyed that game so much last night. I was just sitting there like, boy, this was the cherry on the cake to an ending of a beautiful night. I had a lot going on yesterday, and then the game came on. I just calmed down. When I saw how they was playing, I was calm because I was going through so much yesterday. I was like, man, this life is crazy right now. But it just smoothed it out, and then God woke me up this morning. I felt a little better. I started thinking clearer. I was like, wow, life is a challenge, but it's how you deal with your challenges. And, me in my 60s, grandma, finally got my grandsons to text me last night. I felt like crying last night because it was rough. Being a grandma around them all your life and they don't come around. And for them to text me yesterday, man, I was crying. I was bawling. And so when the game came on, I was like, they was whooping. I said, thank you, God. Things are falling into place. Sometimes not when you want it. It have to come right on time. Life be life, and they played a very spectacular game. There was fantastic players, fantastic thinkers, because it's a 90% neck up game. You have to think the whole time. So when Jalen understood how to pass instead of just dribble the air out the ball, boy, that was like watching your child grow. Like, wow, he grew in that moment. And he had his moment at the same time. Remember, when you're making shots, everything go away. But when you're missing shot and going into the dribble, losing games for us, you're going to get scrutinized. People, leave him alone. He's our best player. No, that's not how it works. It's like Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Always remember that. That's how the world works. And I have another saying. You're only good as your last performance. That's how the world works. It's chess, not checkers. So if you're playing checkers, you're going to get yelled at every day. But if you're playing chess, you're figuring out how to play the next team. And then you work with your team. I don't care who you like or dislike. When you're on a team and y'all playing, y'all like everybody. That's your mans and them. That's your team. That's how you play. You play as a team inside those lines. I don't care what y'all go through in that locker room. When y'all on that court, y'all buddies. The coach got to listen. The players got to listen. And if it doesn't work, let them play their game. But when you call a play, if it's there, do it. If it's not there, you gotta be smart enough to know how to go to the next play. You know, because I'm telling you, the Knicks could get a little arrogant sometimes, like they winning something. The fans get like that too. Sometimes you have to slow your roll. Sometimes you have to slow your roll. What you Jay Sparks, what you said? NYC question mark? I don't know what that means. Can you explain? Can you elaborate? Because obviously you see I'm a Knicks fan, so I'm trying to figure out what the NYC question mark mean. Elaborate for a sister. And but I just said to myself, enjoy the journey, especially you as a fan. Whatever your team going through, yes, you stick by them, but you also let them know because the playoffs go so quick. Before you know it, it's over. We wait all 82 games just to see this, and you want to see them play well. The NBA need to get a little better because it's boring the way they doing everything, and they putting it on different channels. People don't have money to go to all these different apps. I mean, I'm fortunate because I have all the apps, but I'm also losing my money because I'm paying for all these apps. But as soon as the championship over, I'm getting rid of all the apps. I'm just gonna keep Prime Video. The rest of them gone. I don't need them. I don't watch nothing else but the Knicks on it, And but they need to do better. I should be able to just get Prime Video and watch all the games. They want you to get Prime Video, Peacock, uh, what's the other one? ABC, all these different channels, and pay $40, $50 to $100 just to watch a game. That's a scam. You know that's a scam. I should say, okay, I want one app that's going to carry my home games, at least my home games. And if you're going to send away games away, I could dig it. But my home games, I can't see my home games unless I pay all these different apps. And then I play NBA TV. That's why I pay for the NBA Pass and the NBA. So I'm paying 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm paying like 4 or 5 apps just to be a Knicks fan. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But they know you're gonna pay. Oh, and then I pay for the Sirius radio to listen on the radio. If I'm not near the TV or the app to watch the game, I turn on the Sirius radio on my phone because I downloaded the app. It's like $12 or $13 a month. So I pay for that too. I'm paying like a $200 just for the season. Just to enjoy what I love. But as soon as it's over, downsize, click, click, click. You know. But I really wish they adjust that into where I'm paying one app to see my games. I don't know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about that. What else can I say about our Knicks? But we got to keep calm, in my opinion, because it's not over. The game last night is over, but we gotta get ready for 6. We can't walk with arrogance. We gotta walk with understanding, overstanding. We gotta overstand what we need to do. The coach got to be correct. So not just the coach. You got a team of coaches there. Everybody needs to be hands on deck, all involved. We need everyone. It's clutch time. So we need clutch man, clutch time, and clutch minds. You know, I enjoy watching the Knicks. I wish I was in the Garden watching them. I used to be at the Garden all the time. And I used to talk to the players when they used to go pull up their car. Man, that was the best time of my life because everybody was just cool. There was no arrogance, no disrespect. It was just everybody knew your name. It was no egos. It was just love. You know what I mean? I mean, hold up. Mark Jackson had the ego. Let me correct myself. I met him 4 times. Out of all the team players I used to see, Mark Jackson was the most rudest one. Yeah, he was disrespectful. That's why I think they had a problem with him. And they said, why don't bring him as a coach? Because he's a stuck up type of guy. He's stuck up. He's not friendly. He's not family friendly. He's not friendly. He'll do something for the community here and there, but he got the gas face all the time, like he bigger than you. Like I met him one time when he was going to the NBA. Excuse me. I was commentating a celebrity basketball game, and his Shaquille mother was there, and Mark Jackson mother was there, and I didn't know they was the mothers yet. Because Shaquille mother, God bless her soul, she was following me. Like, I'm following you, Champagne. I said, come on. I didn't know that was Shaq mother at the time. But I was raised right. I'm a grown woman, but I was raised right. I said, come on. Next you know, we all doing the game. We're having a good time. Mark Jackson said, mother said, Champagne. I turned around. She said, poof, she shot me with the gun finger because I was saying something on the mic funny against her team. And she was cool, straightforward, cool mom. They got a beautiful mom. But I tried to say hi to Mark. He didn't speak. He just nasty. Then one day I was in college at Rutgers University, coming from a class in Newark. I'm walking down the Broad Street. I don't know where I was going. Probably go catch the #1 bus back to the other side of the river. And I saw Mark Jackson by himself. So went to speak to him because a game had just happened. And he wouldn't even open his mouth to talk to me. I'm like, hey, Mark. He just staring at me. So I walked him across the street. I'm a little older than him. I know I look young, but I'm a little older than him. And I'm like, trying to talk to him about the game. He wouldn't even talk to me. I felt this small. I'm a black woman talking to a black man in the middle of Newark, New Jersey, and he won't talk to me. So I didn't press it. I just told him, have a nice day. And I said, cool. And then the next week or two, I see him on the news getting in trouble with his wife because he was cheating in Newark. I said, see? Karma. Then I met him. I met Van Gundy when we was going to the draft. It was at the Garden. So I'm walking up the steps and I see Jeff Van Gundy coming up. I never met Jeff Van Gundy. I saw him on TV with the Ewing days on the legs. My late mother used to love him. You know, we true Knicks fans. And then this was after the incident with Mark. I'm walking up and then I started talking to Jeff. He said hi. Jeff Van Gundy was talking to me like I was his sister. I never met this man. Even though I saw him on TV, I never met him. This is the first time I met him. And we walked all the way into the Garden like we was best friends, brothers and sisters. But yet I just met Mark Jackson, who won't even talk to his sister. So when y'all say get Mark, why they won't get Mark, I got firsthand experience how this man disrespected a sister, a woman. I don't care what y'all say about race. We got to be better with one another as humans first. I'm a human being. I don't use drugs. I'm in college. I went back to college late, but I'm a upstanding citizen. And you can't speak to a sister? Man, that hurt. And then I met him like 4 times. And then I met him when they was getting out of the game one time when he used to play. And he was just meeting, what's her name, Desiree Coleman. So, you know, I spoke to him. He wouldn't even speak in the car. And he was playing Tevin Campbell. He had a white cream like Mercedes. And you know, the fans we speak, we ain't groupies. We your fans. Groupies want you to go home with them. Nobody want to go home with you. We got people at home. We love the game. We love the Knicks. That's the fans. This is why they don't want you around. This is why they gave you the boot. Because you unfriendly. And then you start talking God and righteousness, but yet you wouldn't even talk to a sister walking across the street who's a little bit older than you. I'm a tidbit older than you. And you wouldn't even give me a proper hello. That's our problem. We get so far up here, and then when I hear him on talking on TV, he talking to all the other people, other coaches. That's the game. That's checkers, right? No. I met Jeff Van Gundy. He spoke to me. I met Patrick. We had an incident where we was at backstage, you know, where they was getting in cars. Same place where I met Mark when he had the Mercedes coming out with it was his girlfriend at the time, Desiree. And my daughter was 11 at the time. She was like, Patrick, he turned around and spoke to her. Came back and picked her up and everything. We talking years ago, years. I always loved Patrick for that. He saw us out there. He showed us love. That's why he's still around the Knicks today. Because he, like Maya Angelou said, it's not what you say. Well, no. It's not how, you know, where you work, what you say. It's how you treat people. You can't go around mistreating people, making them feel bad because you got in the door of celebrity and fame. I could have been a millionaire. You didn't know that. I'm not on drug. You know, and if I was, you still speak. Because you could be on drug and you're a millionaire and famous. I've seen it all the time. I've seen a lot of millionaires and famous people drugged out. Bobby Brown. You know what I'm saying? Should I give you more examples? Almost all of them. And still today, I wouldn't mistreat them. I'll speak to them like they're human. That's me. That's how I was raised. So when miss me when you're saying Mark Jackson, no. Mark Jackson don't know how to speak to everybody as a family person. That's why they pick certain people to represent their company because it's a brand. If you got Steph Curry not like you, your brand is off. You understand? Your brand is off. And Mike Brown, I'm going to switch the subject. Mike Brown, he seemed like he's approachable. He may not be the smartest cookie in a jar, but he seemed like he's approachable. That's why they picked him, because all the other people he went after wasn't available, and they said no. So they found the, the guy who's going to speak to everyone, because that's what community service is about, being able to speak to people with grace. If you don't know how to play the checker games, being a company man or company woman, they're going to get rid of you. That's why Jamila got let go from ESPN, numbers don't talk or numbers don't lie, because they started getting political, thinking they could be on the white man and the Jew man show talking about racism or um, fairness. You know, as black people, we got to do that on our own platform. They don't ever want us to tell them about themselves. They can talk about us though. They can mistreat us though, because we're not cohesive. But when it comes to their brand and black people talking about them, they know we telling the truth. So this society don't want us to tell the truth. They don't want us to pull the rug up. They want to keep making money from the dumb, deaf, and blind, which is us, the fans. I'm not dumb, deaf, and blind. Trust me. I'm woke. But they deal with people who's not gonna get them any problems. And if you work on their network, you must understand the chess game. The chess game is play by the rules. My rules is my brand, or we'll let you go. That's at any job or any level. Shoot, you could be working at a warehouse or any other brand. If they feel as though they don't like you speaking the truth, you're gonna. Most people get fired because they're speaking the truth and they speaking outward. If you was acting silly, cracking jokes, and acting stupid all day, you stay. The moment you start talking that serious woke stuff, you go. That's not how they make money. They make money keeping the dumb, deaf, and blind with them. So if you don't know how to play the game, you out. I don't care how long you've been here. We don't like you. You never did nothing to them. It's a game. They don't want educated people on their team because you stop the rest of them from doing the job for $10 an hour, $20 an hour, whatever. So to get back to the Knicks don't have that Quan coach because they don't have a coach who understands the market. They're afraid of the market. And the market is not just one state. That's why Knicks, in my opinion, it's hard to get a good coach for the Knicks because the market is more than New York, which is 5 boroughs and Staten Island and New Jersey and Connecticut and worldwide. It's too many people who's from New York or from those states, Jersey and Connecticut. Jersey and Connecticut spent more time in New York than people who's from New York. Most people from New York live in Jersey. Most teams from New York play in Jersey. The New Jersey Giants, well, the New York Giants, the Jets, the New Jersey, New York Giants, whatever you want to call them, they've been in Jersey 20 years. Didn't you take a Jersey team and take it to Brooklyn and have Jay-Z and them call it Brooklyn? It's from Jersey. So everything New York getting is from Jersey. So my point is, Jersey is one of the richest states. You have New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, and all the other people that moved across the world. They love the Knicks. So the Knicks must play better. I just gave you a backstory so you can understand why so many Knicks fans are upset. They don't dislike you as a person. They don't know you. You don't know them. But there's so much being invested, time, sweat, and tears. The least you could do is compete and win sometime. You won a cup. That felt so good. But the arrogance came. The arrogance came. We don't hand up battles. We want the real thing. See, that's why people dislike us. You could have You could go into St. Anthony High School in New Jersey if they was open. Any school that won trophies or any accolades, you walk in the door where you see a shelf with the trophies and the banners. That's all the Knicks had to do. When the people come, near Will Call, when you go in the garden, it's a big wall right there. Instead of all them damn famous people, doing ads, make an area where you show the accolades that you don't want to put up inside on the high banners. You want the championship. Okay. But you don't say, no, we're not hanging it up like you better than that. That's why people don't like us. We keep thinking we here when we only got one. No, we got two championships. Listen, most of y'all wasn't even born. That's it. Let's just keep it real. 1973. We got bad egos and arrogance. We know that. I know that. I try to stay in the middle. I try to be rational. I try to get backstory so, from my point of view, my assessment of what I witnessed. And I could tell you this. I feel good about this year. Now, in the middle of the season, I didn't know because I saw at least 20-something games we could have won if the coach Mike Brown adjusted. He was forcing the system on, and he had to readjust the system because people saying they're not getting it. If your player's not getting it, it's something wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? If I got to explain myself, that means it's not understood as soon as I say it, right? Things that's understood don't have to be explained. So if they don't understand it, you have to have 2 or 3 systems to twerk it. Now you're gonna do it this way. That's how Tibbs got pushed out of here. Now you're gonna my way or the highway. Well, how's that highway? Yeah, you got 30 mil out the deal, but you got embarrassed. Hmm? So everywhere you walk around the world, hey Tibbs, yeah, they shouldn't have fired him. Yeah, as soon as you walk, they're like, ha ha. You got fired because you wouldn't adjust. You wouldn't adapt to change. There's nothing wrong with making changes. That's how you get to the next spot in life. Adapting, adjusting. So Mike almost got the boot the other day because we was coming hard at him because we saw the doofus. He was doofy. No, drip, 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 whip, wobble, weeble, wobble, wobble, whip. Man, shut up and listen to your damn fan base. We know what we know, and we know what we don't know. We know what we know, and we know what we don't know. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. I know you should have made some adjustments. I know ball. A lot of the fans know ball way better than me, and I'm very up there. Like I'm up there with the B plus, but I hear some podcasts where they like A plus, not in behavior, just in knowledge. And I can tell you this: we deserve deep playoff run. We deserve to go to the finals. We deserve to win the finals. But in order to get to all that, we got to drop the ego and keep eating right, practice, and play as a team, drop the egos, and make adjustments. Coach, you are included. You're the coach. If there's no timeouts, then everybody on the court should know there's no timeouts. If you got 12 seconds to win the game, you should have a play. I don't care if you're calling a play from the sideline. It should be a play in an arsenal in your back pocket where if you call a number, they know exactly what the play is. That's what a great coach do. Not a we will wobble wobble woo wobble coach. This is the city, baby. You got to be quick with the game. This is the streets. Playing basketball is the streets. It's the and ones. It's the hammer. You know what I mean? It's the money. It's to set it off. It's to pay it in full. This is all intertwined with what we do with this game. Nobody in the world have this lineage of history that we have in this area. Yeah, they got stories, but we the trendsetters. Just look at all the films. Look all the tubies and TVs and all that. It stems from the tri-state, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. It's the trendsetter. That's why you see the hate because we on top of things. All we need now is that championship. And then we get into the Giants and Jesse, man, that's another problem. I watch a little football, but it's the same ego. They come out here and they're not prepared to play. They can't even get a great coach because it's a tough place to coach. You get scrutinized every day, every moment, and you have to have a special mind to take the heat. That's why I commend Cat on the Knicks because he got tore up for like 2 months. Podcasts, I was unsubscribing to podcasts. They were so bad. I was getting cursed out off podcasts, talking about Jalen Brunson should be shooting guard, not a point guard. Oh, you wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. How don't know what I'm talking about because you don't agree. I know what I'm talking about. And guess what y'all said the other day? He shouldn't be a point guard. But I got ESP. Not ESPN. I got ESP. You heard me. I got ESP, not ESPN. I use my own brain, my own observation. This your girl Champagne acting funny and having a good time. It's early in the morning, but I'm about to sign off, y'all. I love y'all and I love the fans and keep being a fan and keep being analytical. Keep making sure they play for our money and hold all of them, to the fire. It's not we hate them. All we're saying is you made some mistakes. We love you, but you got to adjust and correct them. Okay, we spend a lot of time and money in this. And for the fans who get online and say, we owe Jalen an apology, no, we don't. We owe Mikel apology, no, we don't. We don't owe nobody apology because we go by what we see. All I ask, we don't be too nasty towards them and call them outside their gender and names. We want to analyze about the game, do so, but we don't have to be disrespectful because their families are listening. Don't go there. We like to get grimy on the internet. Don't let the internet get you hurt. That's how people get hurt. But anyway, this your girl Champagne saying peace, love, and a whole lot of unity. Go Knicks and 26 and at game 6. You in the A in a few days, let them know. Go out there and let them know. And all you celebrities, show the blank up. Show up for our team, man. Y'all got the bread and got the time. Show up. Buy all the tickets in the front row. Come on, show up. We got the most celebrities in the world. Show up. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, show up. Support our team. Because when they see y'all, they play harder. Shout out to Fat Joe, who got on the scene. But, the number one fan is, who it is. Well, a lot of fans out there, but no one's bigger than Spike Lee. He's been doing it for eons. And I appreciate all the other people starting to show up at games. I love what y'all doing. I love the pioneer players, the legend players showing up, supporting the team. I love it. It looks great. Too bad Oakley can't be there. He didn't know how to behave. Yes, it was both of them doing it, but one was the owner. So will they ever sit down and work it out? Maybe, maybe not. But Oakley, I called Oakley immediately after that on the phone. He hung up on me because I told him to be quiet. Don't talk to Stephen A. He gonna get you in trouble by you talking too much about the incident because they trying to get a lawyer. He hung up on. He said, "Quick!" I'm like, you got a bad attitude, Oakley. You. A lot of people love you, but that moment you hung up on me, and we used to be cool back in the days when you used to go to parking lot. We was fly, and you hung up on me because I'm trying to tell you what Stephen A. was doing on live to you in the interview. I told you I got ESP and I got a criminal justice degree. I understand what people are trying to do. I try to tell you, he was trying to trip you up. Never talk without your lawyer when something like that happened. Stephen was he was asking you questions to trip you up. And that's what happened. And I told you, be quiet and go get a lawyer. And you hung up on me. But you realize you needed a lawyer. You didn't need a lawyer. Yes, you do. Unless you did, it's past tense. Well, I don't know if it's still going on. I don't know the status. But I told you, get a lawyer. Because Stephen A. is not down for the people. He's down for his pockets. And when a friend is telling you to get a lawyer or attorney, because attorney can represent you in court. A lawyer can't represent you in court. Remember, a lawyer is just a person who has a college degree and is a lawyer, but they can't represent you in court. Attorney who's a lawyer can represent you in court because they have their proper certificates and paperwork. So when you talk about going to court, you need an attorney. Remember the difference. Even though they got you on TV, I get my lawyer. No, you need an attorney who's a lawyer. Peace, y'all. This your girl Champagne, 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 Champizzle, dropping gang. But remember, Keep your head. Game 6. Let them know. Right in the ATL, y'all. I'm out, y'all. I was all over the place, but that's how I do. Peace. Love, love, love to love you, baby. Love to love you, baby. Ooh, I'm crazy, y'all. Good morning, good day.